for what promises to be a regular Blood Bowl bruiser. So lock up the wife and kids, take a six-pack out of the fridge, and settle down into your favorite chair for some feisty entertainment.
A true sport for true men. When a guy goes down in Blood Bowl, you don't expect him to be getting back up. The ball's in play.
Clean take up there, nothing to say.
And I don't have any remark to add, my friend.
Time for some high-quality Blood Bowl gameplay.
If you call fondling thralls and neck-biting as high-quality gameplay, then yes. But not all of us are into that sort of thing, Jim.
Oh, really, Bob? As if propelling snotlings downfield is any different.
Yeah, Jim. Sure is different to me. More blood on the pitch to start with.
That's right, Bob. This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one. A pit fighter who fought well could be saved from death by a thumbs up from the pit boss.
No such luck for that player, though. He's dead.
I think he's singing him a lullaby.
Do the little coward in.
Quiet, Jim. You know it isn't good for your heart.
Did you know that vampire teams have experimented with using vials and flasks to satisfy the need for blood on the pitch? But it has always ended in failure, as there is always a block or tackle that sends the container crashing to the ground.
That's right, Jim. I remember back in 2481, when the Gregan Counts faced off against the Dark Forest Iron Hoover. The match was abandoned when the Minotaurs and the Vampires spent the entire second half trying to drink the blood that was spilt over the pitch.
Oh, I remember that match well, Bob.
That's why they started to field thralls instead. Living containers.
Bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face. All vampire teams do suck.
Blood, of course. Hey, Bob?
Yeah, Jim, we can agree that they are not the greatest teams out there.
Well, Bob, they do have a huge disadvantage. I mean, all that blood-sucking and all. Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
At last! A team with class!
Not that you're biased, being a vampire and all.
Not at all.
Oh, brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion. Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. Jim, I have a question for you. Which team was crowned the worst team ever in the Spike magazine?
The Strisen Vampires.
That's right, Jim, and they all got sticked by their fans.
That's all true, Bob, but they re-emerged last year with a new vampire lord, Bracul von Streisand, and they were quickly voted Rookie Team to Watch. Impressive head-foot combo. We've seen this before.
Yes, but not with the slap included.
The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge. Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
A player that bad should not be allowed on the pitch.
Jim, I have a question for you. Which team was crowned the worst team ever in the Spike magazine?
The Strisen Vampires.
That's right, Jim, and they all got staked by their fans.
That's all true, Bob, but they re-emerged last year with a new vampire lord, Bracul von Strisen, and they were quickly voted Rookie Team to Watch. Wallop! Right on the schmuzzle!
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
This one is gonna get the hand slapped at the end of the match.
Better a smack on the hand than a punch in the face. Did you know that vampire teams have experimented with using vials and flasks to satisfy the need for blood on the pitch? But it has always ended in failure, as there is always a block or tackle that sends the container crashing to the ground.
That's right, Jim. I remember back in 2481, when the Gregan Counts faced off against the Dark Forest Iron Hoover. The match was abandoned when the Minotaurs and the Vampires spent the entire second half trying to drink the blood that was spilt over the pitch.
Oh, I remember that match well, Bob.
That's why they started to field thralls instead. Living containers.
They can start to move forward.
Nice play with the ball. They've been training well. And they're off!
recovery. Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of a mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
That's one regulation clobbering. That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow! In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly.
We're about to get started again. No doubt they've been busy in the changing room with the needle and thread.
Some of those injuries needed a rivet gun.
Three, two, one.
Bust up!
You think he'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away. He sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often. Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball.
all vampire teams do suck.
Blood, of course. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Jim, we can agree that they are not the greatest teams out there.
Well, Bob, they do have a huge disadvantage. I mean, all that blood-sucking and all. Like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts. As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him. Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck. Ouch! Oh, he's knocked them senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with. Things are hotting up.
Confirm their domination.
Okay, they've got the upper hand at the moment, but the opposition are not dead yet.
Well, not all of them, anyway. Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
And we're off! It was with a catch like that one, Jim, that I won the Chaos Cup.
That doesn't make us feel any younger, Bob. Well, that'll keep him quiet for a while.
Yeah, he's just stunned, not dead.
He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
Squeezed through the smallest of gaps. The opponent is left just flapping around.
That's what I call a dodge. Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
Time for some high-quality Blood Bowl gameplay.
If you call fondling thralls and neck-biting as high-quality gameplay, then yes. But not all of us are into that sort of thing, Jim.
Oh, really, Bob? As if propelling snotlings downfield is any different.
Yeah, Jim. Sure is different to me. More blood on the pitch to start with.
That's right, Bob.
Now, there's an acrobatic routine worthy of a gold medal.
Yes, it's nice to see an uppercut followed by a double backflip.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
Fortunately for that player, medicine has come on leaps and bounds since your days, Bob.
I hope so, Jim. Yes, I hope so.
Here we go, Nurgle style again, Bob.
Who can argue with some high-quality infectious foul play, Jim?
Indeed, Bob. Sure is funny to see the opposition trying to stay healthy when they play against a Nurgle team.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating and watching the game from afar, Jim.
Opponent down.
This is good sport. Yeehaw!
What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
Without his armor, that player could have been hurt.
But it hurts, I can hear the screams. Vampires! At last! A team with class!
Not that you're biased, being a vampire and all.
Not at all! He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite.
This, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
Right on the spuzzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
What a score! It's rare to see such a difference between two teams.
Was that a team they sent out there, or was it some fans in their uniforms? If those big brutes have any intelligence, they'll learn from this defeat that sheer power is not always the key.
Too true. If they concentrated more on getting the ball than getting the man, it would be a step in the right direction.
The stats don't lie. Defeat is the only logical outcome.
Yeah, and it doesn't need deep analysis to see where the problem lies.
Possession is the key.
How often does the MVP end up on the losing side?
I don't know, but if it continues like that, he'll be looking for a new team.
I hope that none of the opposition suffers from claustrophobia.
The team kept them confined to their own half.
Own quarter, I'd say. So, we're in for a dope-free match.
Well, on the pitch, at least.
Did you see a referee out there today?
I don't know. I definitely did see any cards.